My brother sent me to the dogs after his fiancée tortured me to death. My brother is a psychopath with an obsession. When I was 10, our parents were murdered. I lost both legs saving him. I became his only family, his untouchable trigger. Anyone who mocked my disability had their bones shattered. Anyone who touched me was turned to pulp. When he reclaimed our family's empire and became the most feared man in Chicago, he spoiled me like a princess. Everyone knew, touch Alexander Cross's sister, and you die. He sent me to Switzerland for experimental treatment. The day I could walk again, I received his engagement invitation. Luna, we're getting a new family member soon. His fiancée was supposedly from old money refined, gentle. I dressed up beautifully to meet her, planning to give her our mother's emerald bracelet. Instead, she had me dragged to an abandoned warehouse. You little whore, trying to seduce my man? Let me peel that pretty face off and see how you steal him then. She destroyed my mother's heirloom, broke my limbs, skinned my face alive, then brought in a dozen men to torture me to death. Finally, she stuffed my mutilated corpse into a gift box and presented it to my brother. Darling, here's our engagement present. Do you like it? Part 1. The box containing my corpse sat before my brother. My face had been peeled off, leaving only raw, bloody flesh. My limbs were bent at impossible angles. My dress was shredded. My body bore evidence of unspeakable violence, blood and organs spilling out. Yesterday I'd been on the phone with Alex, laughing sweetly. Now I was a broken doll stuffed in a box, waiting for him to open it. Today was his engagement party. Leaving the airport, I immediately spotted the woman surrounded by admirers. Scarlett Winters, Alex's fiancée. After learning about his relationship, I'd pestered him for details. In his telling, Scarlett was beautiful and refined, born to wealth but never cruel, a genuinely good person. Seeing her, I felt instant warmth. She seemed to recognize me and approached with her entourage. I thought she'd come to greet me. I smiled, ready to give her mom's bracelet. Instead, she slapped me hard across the face. I stood frozen. Before I could react, she grabbed my hair and yanked it down. I stumbled and fell. Her designer heel ground into my hand. Oh. I cried out as Scarlett grabbed my face, nails digging into flesh. You slutty little bitch, seducing my man? Is this how you scream in his bed? 2. Tears of pain filled my eyes as I shook my head. You're mistaken, I never. Another slap cut me off. Playing innocent? Alex and I are getting married. You show up if not to steal him, then what? Blood filled my mouth. My cheek swelled as I tried to explain, you don't understand, Alex and I aren't. Her face darkened. She kicked me hard in the chest, calling him Alex? Using that sweet voice to seduce him? She pulled out a recorder. Listen to yourself, you whore. It played a recording of Alex and me saying goodnight. His gentle, indulgent voice came through clearly. Scarlett's face grew darker. The recording was incomplete, just our goodnights. Anyone would misunderstand. I tried to explain, but her friends sneered. I've never heard Mr. Cross speak so gently to anyone. You must be quite the homewrecker. This enraged Scarlett further. Think you can steal Alex with that slutty face? I'm his most important woman besides his sister. Right, looking at yourself, what trash, thinking you can compete with Scarlett. I tried to break free, but she noticed my wrist. Scarlett's eyes flashed with malice. What's this? She ripped off the bracelet, smiling coldly. Expensive jewelry like this, you couldn't afford it. Did you make Alex buy it for you? It's my mother's heirloom, give it back. Scarlett laughed. Alex and I are getting married. His money is mine. Using my money to buy jewelry and denying it? Clearly no one raised you properly. No wonder you became a homewrecker. 2 men stepped forward, grabbing my arms. Since no one taught you manners, I'll be generous and teach you myself. Show you that high society isn't for trash like you. She watched my struggle with contempt, then casually tossed the bracelet. It shattered on the ground. Tears came instantly. Scarlett looked at me coldly. Take her. Part 2. They brought me to an abandoned building. Scarlett threw me down. I gasped for air. I'm Luna Cross, Alexander's sister. You're all mistaken. Scarlett paused, studying me. I hoped she'd see our resemblance, but instead she laughed and kicked my stomach hard. You think I'm stupid? Alex's sister is disabled, paralyzed. Everyone in Chicago knows that. You're lying to me? I froze. I hadn't told Alex about my recovery. I wanted to surprise him. Now it trapped me. I hate being lied to. But since he likes seducing men, I'll help you. She waved forward several huge men who approached menacingly. I tried to run but was pinned down. They started tearing my clothes. My carefully chosen outfit was destroyed, buttons scattering. Let go. I really am Alexander's sister. Call him and ask. Scarlett ignored me, ripping away my last protection. Want to play victim for him? Dream on. Today I'll show him what kind of whore you really are. I lay exposed on concrete, skin scraped raw, looking pathetic. One friend hesitated. Scarlett, maybe we should check with Mr. Cross first, just in case. Scarlett slapped her. You dare question me? I'm the future Mrs. Cross. Alex spoils me completely. Even if I killed someone, he'd cover it up. Even if she really was his sister, I'd just apologize. He'd forgive me anyway. Scarlett crooned while her friends stayed silent. Everyone feared Alexandra. Since you want to pretend to be his sister, I'll help you look the part. His sister is paralyzed. Let me help you match. I watched in horror as she picked up a metal pipe. Before I could scream, agony shot through my leg. The crack of breaking bone was sickeningly clear. Blinding pain made everything go dark. My legs had just healed. The doctors warned me they couldn't take more trauma or I'd never walk again. I'd wanted to surprise Alex, but now I'd only hurt him more. Trembling, I held my leg. And screamed, "You hurt me, brother won't marry you." Scarlett's face darkened. She stomped on my broken leg. The pain nearly made me pass out. "You dare curse me?" She stared at my face with venom. "What if you keep using this face to seduce men?" "No, I can't let other women suffer because of a homewrecker like you." She pulled out a knife. "I'm so righteous, I should help everyone. If I peel off that thick skin, you can't seduce anyone anymore, right?" I tried to dodge, but the cold blade sliced my cheek. The agony of skin separating made me convulse. Scarlett laughed. At my pain. "Perfect. Now no man will want you." She grabbed my face and tore. My entire face came off. Ah. White light flashed. My mind went blank, only my raw throat tasting blood. Look how ugly she is now. Disgusting. Scarlett made an exaggerated show of revulsion. Blood covered my eyes. I couldn't see her, only gasped for air, shaking uncontrollably. My body burned like fire, convulsing in agony, but I had no strength left. "She's all yours." I don't know how long the torture lasted, or how many men there were. The tearing pain made me fade in and out of consciousness. But worse agony always brought me back. I became a broken doll with no life left. My soul floated above, watching Scarlett surrounded by admirers, still smugly triumphant. Scarlett has style and authority, true queen energy. Homewreckers like her deserve this. But we killed her. Won't Mr. Cross blame us? Scarlett's face fell, just a homewrecker. Would he really get mad at his fiancée over some random woman? Besides, if I don't teach her harshly, what about the next one? Everyone praised her foresight. Scarlett glowed with pride. Pack her up. I want to give Alex a surprise. They stuffed me into a gift box and delivered me to the engagement party. Part 3. Alex stood on the lawn in his suit, his usually cold features softened with anticipation, constantly checking his watch. I knew he was waiting for me, but I was already in the box before him. Scarlett arrived and Alex smiled. "Why so late?" She threw herself into his arms playfully. "I was getting your present." Alex indulgently tapped her nose. Always so thoughtful. Scarlett led him to the box. "Open it yourself." Alex opened the box with a smile. The stench of blood made him frown. "What is this?" Scarlett hugged his arm cheerfully. "My present for you." "Like it? Why did you do this to someone?" The reproach in his tone upset Scarlett. She pouted. "She was mean to me." Seeing he didn't immediately take her side, she added, "And she insulted Luna." "I can take it, but how could I let anyone badmouth Luna?" Sure enough, Alex's face turned cold at my name. I shook my head desperately, trying to explain that the person in the box was me, his beloved sister. But he noticed nothing. Scarlett's friends chimed in. "Yes, Mr. Cross, this woman not only challenged Scarlett, she called your sister a cripple." Scarlett may have gone too far, but it was to defend you and your sister. Alex's expression grew darker. Scarlett immediately pouted pitifully. "I just love you too much." "Is that wrong?" Alex's voice was ice. "Your punishment was too light." He called his men. "Take this thing and dump it in the wilderness. Get some wild dogs." I watched in terror as they dragged the box away, while Alex emotionlessly wiped his hands clean, pulling Scarlett back inside as if nothing happened. "Let's go. Luna will be here soon. She's been looking forward to meeting you. She wants to give you Mom's heirloom. Dress nicely for a good impression." Scarlett nodded sweetly, wrapping her arms around his neck. "I have another surprise. That woman earlier? She was actually your mistress. Didn't recognize her?" Alex looked confused. "What nonsense. What mistress?" Scarlett hit his chest playfully. "Still hiding it? That girl you keep calling." "Don't think I don't know." Alex thought for a moment and laughed, squeezing her waist. "Her? Just a business partner's illegitimate daughter who kept pursuing me. I never gave her the time of day. You hurt her that badly, I'll have to smooth things over with her father." Scarlett rolled her eyes, not believing him, but seeing he wouldn't defend me, she let it go. "Fine, but no more betraying me." Scarlett whined in his arms. Alex loved it, and they became intimate. I stood there, grief-stricken, watching his obliviousness. "Alex, if you knew the dead person was me, would you still be so indifferent? If you knew you'd thrown your beloved sister to the dogs, would you still love this woman?" It was like an insignificant interruption. They forgot about me instantly, continuing with the engagement preparations. Scarlett twirled in her designer dress, beaming innocently. Nothing like the woman who tortured me. Alex watched her lovingly, pulling her close. With such a beautiful wife, how could I look at anyone else? Scarlett pouted prettily, sweet talker. Darling, when Luna gets married, I'll give her a beautiful dress too, okay? Alex kissed her forehead. You're so kind. Luna will be so happy with you as her sister-in-law. I shook with rage. This kind woman had ended my life. Part 4. Guests arrived, but Alex kept looking toward the entrance, hope turning to disappointment repeatedly. As time passed since my supposed landing, he grew increasingly anxious, though he kept reassuring himself. Maybe the flight was delayed. Maybe I was stuck in traffic. Maybe I fell asleep. Dark clouds gathered over Alex's expression, unease growing. Someone, go check. Mr. Cross. A clear female voice called out. Alex's darkness hadn't faded when he turned, then froze completely. His face went blank, then his pupils dilated in disbelief. Why are you here? Aren't you? The girl looked confused, then smiled. I heard about your engagement. I begged Dad to bring me. I know an illegitimate daughter doesn't deserve you, so I came to wish you well. Wait. She hadn't finished when Alex bolted. I'd never seen him look so terrified. His people delivered the flight information. I'd landed 5 hours ago. I should have contacted him 5 hours ago. But I'd vanished. Alex's face could have dripped blood. His hands shook uncontrollably as he ordered a search. A terrible thought formed in his mind. Alex pulled out a cigarette but couldn't light it with trembling hands. He'd quit smoking. Because it made me cough. He threw everything down, furiously sweeping items off tables, still unable to vent his rage. Soon, his secretary Marcus arrived with a USB drive, looking grim. I'd never seen Marcus, who'd worked for Alex over a decade, look so troubled. Alex's voice was ice. Where's Luna? Marcus lowered his head. Sir, you need to prepare yourself. It was airport surveillance footage. Alex's eyes lit up seeing me exit, then his jaw clenched. Scarlett slapping me down. Dragging my hair, kicking me. Her friends blocking concerned bystanders. Me lying helpless, beaten and humiliated in public. Alex's shock turned to rage, then fear. The pressure around him made breathing difficult. Darkness filled his eyes as he stared at the screen, nearly burning through it. I was dragged away like a dead dog. He couldn't hold back anymore, closing his eyes, lips bleeding from biting. He shut the laptop, chest heaving, trying to suppress his thoughts. But his shaking hands betrayed his terror. Marcus tried carefully. Sir, maybe Ms. Winters didn't know Luna's identity. Maybe she let her go after finding out. His voice grew smaller, losing confidence. After all, Marcus had disposed of that corpse himself. If it was really Luna, he couldn't imagine what Alexander would do. Sir, what now? Find her. Who? Marcus didn't understand. Alex forced out the words through gritted teeth. Luna. Find Luna. Part 5. I lay in the morgue. My body had been ravaged by dogs, barely recognizable as human. Even Marcus, who'd seen countless horrors, had to look away from my remains. Alex stood before me like a statue, eyes empty, drained of strength. Soon, a doctor friend arrived. I recognized him, Michael, who used to play with me. He showed sympathy, patting Alex's shoulder, struggling for words. Say it. I can take it. Michael sighed. DNA results will take time. But the body's legs show old injuries, recently rebroken after healing. Alex's body shook. The old injuries, it's Luna. Michael's eyes reddened, remembering when I used to sweetly call him brother. He knew better than anyone what I'd suffered. His fists clenched in anger. What kind of hatred would do this? Alex took the autopsy report. With each line, his face paled further. Reading how I'd been assaulted by over a dozen men until my organs failed, then stuffed into a gift box, he completely broke down. The report scattered as he punched the wall, blood spattering. Sir. Marcus held back his own rage. He'd watched me grow up. He snarled, I'll get that woman. She'll pay for what she did to Luna. No. Alex spoke hoarsely. His face was deathly pale, eyes bloodshot. But strangely calm. Like the silence after extreme rage, or the calm before the storm. Tonight's engagement party continues as planned. What? Marcus was shocked, but understanding Alex, he quickly agreed. I understand. I'll prepare everything. Alex changed into a fresh suit and returned to the venue. Scarlett had finished her makeup. Seeing him arrive late, she scolded playfully, wrapping her arms around him. Where were you? Alex's arms stiffened before he answered normally, company business. Scarlett didn't notice his coldness or the murder in his eyes, chattering about greeting guests. Is Luna still not here? I have a present for her. Alex stiffened, forcing a smile that didn't reach his eyes. Really? I have a present for you too. With all guests assembled, Scarlett stood triumphant on stage beside her man, like a victorious peacock. Alex watched everything coldly, murder flashing in his eyes. I suddenly felt uneasy. After Scarlett's speech, she handed him the microphone. Marcus wheeled up a cart covered in red cloth. This is my gift for my fiancée, Miss Winters. Anyone want to guess what it is? People guessed jewelry, antiques. Scarlet beamed brighter with each guess. All wrong. Alex suddenly smiled. I shuddered. I'd seen that smile before, when he killed our parents' murderers. The cloth lifted, revealing my mutilated corpse. Guests screamed. Scarlet went white. She glared. Alexander, what's this? This is our engagement party. Why is this whore here? Alex's gaze turned arctic. What did you call her? Scarlet pouted. A whore. So what? Still protecting her? If you keep this up, the engagement's off. Usually when she acted like this, Alex would immediately comfort her. But today, she waited and waited without response. Just a cold laugh. Fine. The engagement is cancelled. Alex waved. Countless bodyguards swarmed in, blocking all exits. Scarlet panicked. What are you doing? Getting revenge for this slut? Alex kicked her in the chest. Scarlet flew back, coughing blood. She's not some whore. She's my sister. The most important person in my world. Scarlet was stunned. She stammered, impossible. Your sister's paralyzed. How could she be your sister? Definitely mistaken. She crawled to his feet, grabbing his pants hopefully. You must be wrong. Alex kicked her away with disgust. My own sister. How could I be wrong? He grabbed her hair, forcing her to kneel before my corpse, then signaled his men. Guards flooded the crowd. Terrified guests shouted, begged, demanded answers as chaos erupted. But they quickly fell silent. Guards dragged out several people all who'd helped Scarlet torture me. Scarlet went white, trembling as she looked at Alex. You can't. I'm a Winters. You want to fight my family? My father won't let this go. Alex's lips curved. Almost forgot. Marcus dragged in a bloody figure. Scarlet screamed, Dad. Alex watched coldly. He raised trash like you. He's responsible for Luna's death. Everyone on stage shook violently, not daring to look at him. How did you all hurt my sister? His voice was ice. When no one answered, he started with Scarlet. 2 slaps swelled her face instantly. Talk, and I'll go easier. The woman who'd hit me hardest immediately raised her head. Mr. Cross, I'll talk. Scarlet stomped on Luna's hand. I'll talk too, she broke Luna's legs with a pipe. Scarlet raged, you bitches. You were eager dogs before, now you betray me. They didn't care anymore. Mr. Winters was dead. Scarlet was nothing. You forced us. If we refused, we'd be beaten. Scarlet's eyes widened in terror as Alex approached with a pipe. No, please, you said I was your favorite age. Alex showed no mercy. Scarlet collapsed, clutching her shattered legs, wailing. She cut Luna's face. She tore off Luna's skin. They all held Luna down. Everyone who blamed to save themselves. Alex laughed coldly, taking out a knife, doing to Scarlet everything she'd done to me. Scarlet begged desperately until she couldn't even make sounds, just wheezed on the ground, not an inch of intact skin left. Someone wet themselves in terror, crying for mercy. But Alex was already lost to bloodlust. He signaled Marcus, who had the guards drag them out like garbage. Soon, screams filled the air outside. Scarlet shook, struggling to open her eyes at this man who'd once whispered sweet nothings. They were supposed to marry. They'd just been planning the wedding lovingly. How did it become this? Does it hurt? Are you scared? Alex pulled out scissors, cutting her clothes. Knowing what was coming. Scarlet made desperate sounds, looking at him pleadingly, fighting with all her remaining strength, futilely. Were you wondering if Luna felt this helpless? She was only 18. Her life had just begun. But you destroyed it. Alex's voice was flat but terrifying. Don't you deserve to die? He leaned to her ear. Without letting you experience her suffering, how could I let you die so easily? A dozen savage men emerged behind him. Fresh from maximum security. They should satisfy you. Despair filled Scarlet's eyes as the leering men approached. Inhuman screams filled the hall. Alex opened the doors. Night had fallen. Terrified guests fled. He didn't stop them. Alex returned to me, glancing at the barely breathing Scarlet. Like handling precious treasure, he carefully wrapped and held me. I watched him worriedly. Sir, you went too far. This won't be easy to cover up. Marcus entered, frowning at the motionless Scarlet. Take Luna and go. I'll clean up. But Alex didn't move. He gently placed me in Marcus's arms. Marcus was confused. Sir? Police sirens wailed. Someone had called them. Marcus's face hardened. Sir, go. Now. Alex's eyes were empty. He smiled softly. I'm not leaving. I promised Luna I wouldn't hurt anyone again. I broke my promise. I deserve punishment. He walked toward the door. I screamed, trying to stop him, but passed right through his body. I desperately tried grabbing him, holding him, but he felt nothing. His once sharp eyes were now dead, hopeless. Alex. Don't go out. Tears flowed. I'd never been so terrified, not even facing death compared to losing him now. I begged Marcus, hitting him frantically. Uncle Marcus, stop him. They'll arrest him. He'll die. But for once, Marcus didn't intervene. He held my wrapped body tightly, closing his eyes in anguish. Then sighed deeply and left. Alex was arrested. Shocking everyone, he confessed to everything, even sending away the lawyers Marcus found. The case rocked Chicago. Media swarmed the story. Alex's enemies tried capitalizing on the chaos, but Marcus shut them down. I was buried with our parents. Finally at rest, my soul grew transparent, fading. But I didn't want to disappear. I hadn't waited for Alex. The news came suddenly. Alex killed himself in custody. No note, just a slip of paper. I'm coming to you. His funeral was simple. He was buried beside me. I lay on his headstone, consciousness fading, forcing myself to stay awake with the last of my strength. Wait, just wait. Alex would come soon. But my body grew lighter, floating upward. No, I can't disappear. I haven't seen Alex yet. Tears fell again, leaving a tiny water spot on the headstone. Mourners didn't notice. But my consciousness cleared. Luna. That familiar voice came from behind. I smiled. Our family was finally together again. The end.